So we all have those meals we love, but sometimes they're not the best thing for our hearts. Our next guest says you don't have to give them up. You just have to make a few smart changes. Shannon Canales is a registered dietitian with Modern Heart and Vascular Institute, and her passion for nutrition became personal after her father's heart scare. Now she helps patients learn how to eat better and live healthier, even teaching cooking classes as part of cardiac rehab. Today she's showing us how to take traditional Mexican dishes and make them heart healthier, which is great right before Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, right? Absolutely.
All right, the last time you were on the show, you had a big baby bump.
Yes, I did.
The baby bump is now gone.
Yes.
All right, so?
He is now outside and 5 months old.
Oh, how's it been for you so far?
It's been good. He's actually sleeping through the night.
Oh, okay, now you're bragging.
Right?
All right, yeah, oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's little Dominic and my mother-in-law. My husband's in the background there.
All right, we were talking, I talked in the intro there about how you kind of got interested in nutrition and the heart, and it came from a personal story for you.
Yeah, when my father, when I was in undergrad, he had 4 stents placed in his heart, and that's when my nutrition kind of sparked, because he didn't get any nutrition education after his heart stents were placed.
Because you like the idea of cooking, because
I
even
love
in
the
high
idea
school
of
you were
cooking.
taking a culinary class,
yes,
right?
Yes, I really enjoyed it, and I didn't know how to put the two together, and then he came along and had the stents placed in his heart, and then I was like, oh, it kind of all came together for me.
Yeah, well,
and that's when I
that
decided
phrase
to go forward.
Yeah, let food be thy medicine, medicine
Exactly.
be thy food. So you went to Johnson & Wales University, known for its culinary arts program, and so the great thing is you can combine what we love, because really in culinary arts, it's a science, right?
It is,
It's
yes.
like, what do people like to feel on their tongue? We like the sensation of something crunchy. We like fats. We like all that type of stuff.
Absolutely.
But having to twist it a little bit to make it healthier. All right, you mentioned it wasn't a part of your father's rehab. In many cases, it's so disjointed. Patients will have a surgery and then you go, okay, you're feeling better. We're going to discharge you from the hospital. Go home and eat better. But what does that mean?
Go home, eat better, work out a little bit, but don't work out too hard.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Well, Modern Heart and Vascular gave it a meaning.
We did. We have our cardiac rehab program where they get nutrition education, exercise education. They also have exercise that is monitored for them to do it safely.
Yeah, and the great thing too is you have a continuum of care, if you will, because you have the cardiac doctor, all the doctors, right, to monitor all that stuff, but then to take you all the way through. And you've seen the difference it can make in people.
Oh, a huge difference. And just teaching them how to flavor food without salt is just a huge difference.
Yeah, there's more to the seasoning than salt. Okay, let's go through some of these things that are popular dishes, but we
have some Mexican rice here that my mother-in-law taught me how to make. I made it salt-free by using salt-free chicken bouillon seasoning in place of the traditional tomate seasoning. We have traditional cilantro, tomatoes, onions, and garlic and things like that. We also have some parsley and black pepper. And then we have some refried beans here. Traditionally pinto beans, unfortunately the store was out of them, so we're using black beans today.
But black beans are good
But
too,
black beans are excellent, full of fiber, just like pinto beans. We use spray canola oil instead of liquid oil to cut down on that fat, blend it up.
I'm going to tell you, like, there are times I've made my refried beans, and sometimes I admit I've gotten them out of the can.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah, well, but I've seen like this big white layer of grease.
Yes,
that's in it too. So that tells you what's in there, right?
Exactly.
That grease is not right here.
Exactly. Yes. Cut down on that, and then we use the no salt added canned beans actually, and drain them and rinse them as well.
Yeah. Okay, that's good, right?
Thank you.
All right. And then the chips is where a lot of us get in trouble because our body weight in chips. All right. Is there a better chip?
There is a brand that I really like. They use avocado oil. They use lower salt, so that's a really good option. Just reading the label, making sure you're picking lower salt chips is a good option.
Because we love a good crunch.
We love a good crunch, absolutely,
right?
Especially on Cinco de Mayo. So,
And the great thing about really great Mexican food is that, or Tex-Mex food too, is that you have the opportunity to infuse just fresh vegetables and fresh fruits, right?
Absolutely,
All right, so what are we doing here?
So we're making an elote dip. So traditional elotes are made with mayo. So in place of mayo, we're using plain non-fat Greek yogurt. So I love plain non-fat Greek yogurt. I use it in place of mayo all the time and in place of sour cream. We're mixing it into some frozen corn. If you use canned corn, just make sure it's no salt added corn. We're gonna add some spices as well. We have some cumin. We have some cayenne to add a little spice, some chili powder. We have some garlic powder. You could also use fresh garlic. Just remember, fresh is about 3 times less strong than dry. So you need to use a little more than dry.
Okay.
Yeah. Dry is a little more concentrated. Unfortunately, as it ages though, and they get expired, which a lot of our spice cabinets have expired spices, we need to read the labels, they become less potent. So we need to keep that in mind.
So if you don't cook a lot, it's great to just buy it fresh at that one time and use it all, right?
Exactly. And we're gonna use a little black pepper. And then we have a little cilantro here we're gonna throw in. I'm just gonna dice it up.
Okay.
You can use the stems on the cilantro because it is a soft herb. So some herbs are hard herbs like rosemary.
Yeah.
You
And
wanna make
all
sure
has the nutrients, right?
all has
Yeah.
the nutrients, but make sure you don't use those fibrous stems.
You'll be chewing on those for
You'll
a
be
while.
chewing on
Yeah.
those for a while, absolutely. And then we're gonna add in some fresh
I can
lime
smell that
juice.
right now. It
Oh,
smells so good.
smells so
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
right? And then we got our little juicer here. Makes it so much easier.
And there are certain spices you put in that makes it actually taste like it maybe have salt in it.
Yes, so
and citrus kind of does that.
Citrus
sometimes,
does that, absolutely. You need the citrus and the vinegars when you're cooking to replace the salt. It enhances just like salt would. Then we're gonna mix this together.
I'm gonna get my chip ready.
Yeah, and this is a great dip. You can also make this on the cob as well and just spread on the Greek yogurt seasoning blend on the cob after you grill it.
And so many people I run across that say, I just don't like vegetables. And
Right.
I challenge them. The whole thing is not about not liking the vegetable, it's how is the vegetable prepared.
Exactly, yes, because steamed Brussels sprouts don't taste as good as roasted Brussels sprouts.
Exactly, thank you. Or boiled to death Brussels sprouts,
boiled to
right?
death Brussels sprouts,
Or
absolutely.
this right here, if you hate corn, the fact that we're calling it a dip just changed everything.
Exactly.
just
It's something
add-
you dip chips in,
Add
perfect.
dip behind everything. Broccoli dip,
Yeah.
corn dip,
Right.
artichoke dip. Okay. And there you go. As simple as that. That
As
is
simple
so
as
good.
that, yes.
All right.
Thank
Your
you.
best advice for people who need to change their diet.
I would say start simple, start small, right? Make small swaps just like this. In place of mayo, use Greek yogurt and reduce a little bit of salt. Don't go salt free all of a sudden. That's going to be a big change to your taste buds. Start with just reducing it in half and then a quarter and then just getting rid of it. Adding more citrus, things like that.
Yeah, and then again at Modern Heart and Vascular, if you are going through some heart issues and need to make some changes, whether it's preventive, whether it's post-surgical, or whether you're trying to monitor a situation that might be getting worse, you all are there as registered dietitians to walk them through it.
Absolutely, and we're there for follow-ups. We don't just send you on your way. We follow up closely with you.
All right, congratulations on that baby
Thank
boy.
you so much.
Okay, to book an appointment with registered dietitian Shannon Canales or one of the board-certified cardiologists at Modern Heart and Vascular Institute, visit them online at modernheartandvascular.com or give them a call at this number, 832-644-8930. Again, that's 832-644-8930. They have 8 locations across the greater Houston area providing modern cardiovascular care using state-of-the-art technology with a focus on preventive care.